This is Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger. Welcome to this motivational Monday. Hi, Lara. How are you doing? Today, we're going to do something different that I haven't done over here, and it's a motivational quotes Monday. Um, I still got this persistent cough. I think it's because of the change of season and everything. But today's motivational quote we're going to focus on is you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Um, I think this is a great uh, quote for us to focus on. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. It's a quote by A. Milne, and this quote is a great one because it really. Hi, Misty. How are you doing? Happy Monday. This quote right here. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Because this quote really encourages people to look at yourself and how strong you are, and you have so much inner strength. If we just pause on that for a moment, to that you're braver than you believe. When we go through situations in our life, it seems like we can't make it through, you know, and we'll put our own self down. This is too much. I can't handle this. But that's why I wanted this to be today's motivational quote. You're braver than you believe. We sometimes don't believe in ourselves enough. Hi, Lara. How are you doing? A lot of times we don't believe in ourselves enough, and we need to change that. We need to change it. We need to pivot that, because we are brave. You know, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So, why I love this, hey Edward, how are you doing? Why I love this quote is it encourages us to look at our inner strength, look at your inner strength. And I want you to think about some of the things that you have been through in your life. And I know that everybody has been through something. We all have heavy weights, situations, traumatic things that has happened to us that has caused us to maybe have to tap into to courage. And we may feel that we're not courageous. We feel that we're not strong a lot of times, but we are. You all are so brave, and I'm proud of all of my Gems family. You know, if people really knew some of the heavy weights that we carry on day to day, I think people would treat us differently if they could be able to walk even 1 mile in your shoes. See, people think, they assume, they judge. People love to judge you, right? I know I'm not the only one. People love to judge you. They think they know what's going on in your life and what you're dealing with, but you guys are brave. You're braver than you believe. So, if there's anybody who's going through a really hard situation right now and you don't know how you're going to make it, you feel like you're not making it, you're stronger than you seem. That's something that is very important as this quote. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Let's go now into you're stronger than you seem. Sometimes we feel like I'm not strong. You underestimate yourself, but you are stronger than you seem, even if it appears to the eye that you may seem weak. You may seem that you're not strong and you can't deal with it. Maybe you even tell yourself. You may sabotage your own success, your own winning, because you'll tell yourself, I'm not that strong. I can't get through this. I can't endure it. That's why it's so important, the power of the tongue. There is so much value, power, and weight in the things that you say. We should never say, I can't. Should never say, I won't. You should never say, I shouldn't. That's why this quote right here that says, you're stronger than you seem. Yeah, the outsiders. It could be your relatives. It could be people on the job. It can be people on social media. People will look at you and judge you and think that you're no threat. You're not intelligent. You can't do things good. See, but we're stronger than we seem. Even though it may appear to other people because they judge you, they underestimate your potential and your gifts and your abilities, but you are strong. But you're the one that has to believe that. See, I'll tell you guys something. I went through something in my life and I never understood how strong I could be until I went through this situation. See, sometimes being strong is your only option in life. You have no other choice but to fight for your life, to keep your head above, drowning. You got to do everything possible in your life to be able to maintain, even when it seems like it's not working. And that's why I say to all of you, this quote today really resonated with me, and a quote that I wanted to share, that you're braver than you believe and stronger than you seem and smarter than you think, because we have to stop beating up ourselves. We have to stop telling ourselves that we can't make it. Hey, James, how are you doing? We have to stop telling ourselves that we can't make it. I can't make it through this, when you are already doing it every single day. It's not in the big things, it's not in the huge things, but it's a combination of so many small things, of weights that we're carrying, dealing with all sorts of things, from financial to emotional to mental to physical. We all go through things, but we have to encourage ourselves. James says, I'm good. How are you? I'm maintaining, James. I'm maintaining and I'm doing the best that I can. How about you? Hi, Miss Betty. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the fifth like. I really appreciate it. I think that it's so important to say this, everybody, that we have to see the good in ourselves. Do you look at yourself and see the good in you? That's a very important question. Do you see the good in yourself? I can tell you guys, coming from where I came from, having very low self-esteem, feeling that I was nothing, I was worthless because of so much situations, how people treated me. But one thing that nobody can take away from you is what you think about yourself. That part is all up to you. And that's why I will always be saying, I will be screaming it from the rooftops, that you are in control of what you think about yourself. You are in control of what you think about yourself. And that's why this is so powerful, to say this statement. You're stronger than you seem. See, maybe right now in this moment, things may seem to be, the odds may seem to be stacked against you. that you'll never find a way out of this, that you'll never find support. And I'll tell you guys that when you're going through situations, when you're dealing with so much problems or pain in your body or disrespect, backstabbing, being taken advantage of, you'll feel some type of way about life. You really will. You'll feel some type of way about how your life is going, and you'll won't understand why is this or that happening to me. But I'll tell you guys that everything happens for a reason. It may be you have to endure and go through whatever it is in order for you to find confidence, for you to learn how to love yourself, for you to find out about respect. See, until you learn to respect yourself, nobody is going to respect you. Until you learn how to support yourself, nobody is going to give you what you need. See, respect has to start with you. Love has to start with you. Friendship has to start with you. And I found that until I learned what I wanted, until I knew what I wanted, that I was always going to be unhappy. See, and we have to stop waiting for people to give us love and give us support and to be there for us. We have to do those things for ourselves. You have to show up for yourself. You have to learn confidence. You have to learn respect. And you most definitely have to set boundaries and to enforce them. And my life completely changed when I finally started walking in that not only am I going to talk the talk, but I'm going to walk the walk. I believe in myself. I love myself. I friend myself. I will not allow other people to disrespect me. And the more that you vibrate in that space of knowing that you're strong, knowing that you're brave, knowing that you're confident and there's nothing that you can't do, but also we have to remember that we are also smarter than we think. Not being egotistical, but when we don't know the solution and we don't know the answer, we're willing to troubleshoot, put in the work, learn. But don't let other people make you feel like you're not intelligent enough, that you couldn't do whatever, a project, or you could never get your education or start a business. See, other people will always undervalue you so that they can have something to hold over your head. You know, that's what a lot of people like to do. They want to make it seem like you're nothing to make them seem like, oh, I'm better than you. But that's not where we are in our lives. Don't let other people take advantage of you, make you feel like you're less than, like you're not enough when you are. So that's why this quote today, this motivational quote for your Motivational Monday is this right here, that you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. A quote by A.A. Milne. And this quote is so important because we each need to recognize how strong we are and that we have potential inside of ourselves. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Happy Monday. It's so important that we see the potential within ourselves. And it's essential for us because we're always going to have challenges. We're always going to have situations. And we got to learn how to believe in ourselves and be confident. Speak up for ourselves and go for what we want. You're the one that has to believe that about yourself. I can only give the motivation, I can give the encouragement, I can share a story, but you have to apply that to your life. You're the one that has to believe I do deserve to overcome these challenges. I should keep on trying. I do need to maintain. I do need to keep going and to never give up. So don't give up. Go for what's yours. Go for what you personally want, and don't let anybody stop you. Okay? So that has been the quick motivation today on the motivational quote on this Monday. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I am Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will try my best to tap in and do another 15-minute conversation on tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your evening. And you know what I say over here on Life with Marlene: love your life and live your life. Thanks for your support, everybody. Peace.